Hey guys, what's going on? Figured I'd jump on here quickly and give you guys an update because I would assume some of you are kind of panicking right now. Huge dump today. So I'm just going to go over three different coins. I'm going to cover Bitcoin, I'm going to cover Ethereum, and I'm going to cover Atom Cosmos. Okay, so before I get into it, a couple things as usual. First, if you're not subscribed and you want to get notified when I drop new content, just click subscribe, click the bell, click on all. Also, if you want a place to trade this, you can head on over here, BloFin. I'll put a link in the pinned comment and description, which will activate a deposit bonus for you. And I like this one because it's one of the few centralized exchanges left that does not require KYC. Okay, so if you want to maintain some level of privacy while you're trading, check this one out. And also, with it being a pretty rough day in the market, I want to direct your attention to an airdrop that you can claim if you use Telegram. Okay, so if you use Telegram, all you have to do is click the link in the pinned comment and the description. Make sure you click the link with the device in which you have Telegram installed, and that's automatically going to calculate how many tokens you're eligible for. It's a token called Dogs. It's essentially a meme coin. But as we've seen lately, meme coins can absolutely rip, okay? So this is probably going to be a big one, and you don't want to be standing on the sidelines knowing that you could have claimed, but you didn't get it, and then watch this 20x or whatever it's going to do, because pretty much all the big exchanges are going to list it. There's already pre-market trading for it on Bitget, on OKX, I think. Binance is likely going to list it. Okay, so again, it's called Dogs. It's going to be a meme coin on Telegram, and if you want to claim it, if you use Telegram, you're pretty much eligible for it. Okay, so just click the link in the pinned comment and description. And about a week ago, I did a video tutorial just giving the overview of the steps in case you get confused on anything, but it's very intuitive. It's very self-explanatory, right? So I think if you just click the link, it's going to walk you through the steps that you need to do to claim. All right, so getting to Bitcoin here, weekly time frame. When we had this dump here at the start of July, the target that I said I thought would hit was around 52,000. Okay. 52,270, and that is based on this level of resistance right here. And then if I expand it out and zoom out, it's the top of these candle bodies right here. So you see this level was resistance here, was resistance right here once again, and then once we got rejected off this level right here the second time, we had this massive drop to the downside. That was pretty much the initiation of the bear market, right? Back in December of 2021. And then that's why right here we struggled a little bit to get above it. But when we broke above it, we did so impulsively. But if you look, we have not come down to retest it yet. Okay, and if you watch this channel, you know that more often than not, when you break through a significant level of resistance, it kind of acts like a magnet and it kind of pulls the price down for a retest. So we didn't get the retest that I was looking for right here, but we finally got it right here. To the wick, look at that. So it's pretty obvious that this was a level that a lot of traders were looking at. And not only do we have confluence right here at this horizontal level of support, which was once a resistance, we also have confluence with this downsloping level of support right here. So you see, we wicked off of this level here, here, here. So we have three confirmed touches on it, and this right here will be the fourth. All right, so I personally think that the bottom is in on this. I give it a maybe 70 to 80% chance that we have seen the low, but that doesn't mean with the price being 54,000 right now that we can't come back and retest it on a smaller time frame. So you look at this wick right to the support level. So I would not be surprised if we maybe come back down and test it once again. So maybe a double bottom on a shorter term time frame. That's fairly common, but yeah, right here we are building a little bit of a base following the massive buys that came in right at this level. Now, what's interesting to note is right now I'm on the Binance chart, but if I use the chart that I normally use, which is the Bitstep one because it does have more price history, we never made it to the $52,000 level. This one only went down to 53,185. I'll zoom that out to the higher time frame again to get a better look at it. Yeah, this one didn't make it all the way down. Does it matter? I'm not sure. I don't think so. I think Binance probably has the most volume, right? So I would probably prioritize that. I just use this Bitstamp chart just because, as you can see, it dates back further, and we have a lot more price history on this, right? And you'll see here I have the halving dates marked on it. Okay, so once again, we hit my target on the Binance chart, and I think that's good enough. All right, so now let's take it to actually do a quick look at Cosmos here. In the last video I did on Cosmos, I pointed out this level, this box right here, specifically this line, this horizontal line at around $4.41. And as you can see right here, daily time frame, the candle body is positioned above this level, and it looks like this level's holding, right? So I'm going to zoom out. I'm going to show you the weekly time frame and how I got this level, okay? So here's the box. Here's my little line that I had marked on the last time I did an analysis of this coin. And actually, better yet, instead of the weekly, let's go right to the monthly and we'll really see the long-term significance of this level. Okay, so right here, top of these candle bodies, it was the resistance. We came above it. We came back down to retest this broken resistance as a support. And from there, we had the massive impulse up to over $40 at the peak of our last bull market. Okay, so now we've come back down and we're retesting this historically significant level once again. Now, let this be a lesson, guys, on this and pretty much every other altcoin. Here we went from $44 down to $4.40. That's a massive drop. So let that be a lesson. If we get another shot, if we get another alt season and another proper cycle, make sure you're taking profits and at least getting out of the altcoins, right? If you take profits on altcoins and move it into Bitcoin, if you insist on being in crypto for a bear market, Bitcoin will obviously drop less, right? And there's a better chance that Bitcoin is going to pick a momentum for the next cycle and a lot of these altcoins are going to die, okay? Now, I'm not saying Cosmos is going to be one of them. I personally don't think that's going to be the case with this one because it's a great ecosystem, okay? All right, let's take a quick look at Ethereum here. Let's look at the Binance chart. And I'm not sure if I did a video on this, but I certainly did a post on my Twitter. So if you're not following me on Twitter, I'll put a link to that in the pinned comment in description as well. And you'll notice that a lot of the time when I don't want to make a video, because these videos are kind of time consuming, I have to do a few edits on the sound because I make a few mistakes, but also I have to make a thumbnail, then the time it takes to upload. But in the heat of the moment, if you want to know what I'm thinking on a particular move like this when the market's in free fall, I've been posting on my Twitter this whole time, right? So if you want to get quicker updates from me, make sure to follow me on Twitter. Okay, now Ethereum, the point of that little rant was to say that I have mentioned this target on my Twitter, and here I'll move this right now and I'll show you why. Let's take it down to the weekly time frame. You see here we have this long-term upsloping level of support and resistance dating back all the way until August of 2020. So a 4-year trend line that has remained intact. And every time the price comes in contact with it, we get a response. Okay, so it was resistance right here, support all throughout here, here once again, here. And now here we are in August 2024, 4 years later from where it initiated, and we're back to it right now. Now, what makes this level particularly significant, as if it wasn't already with this long-term multi-year support level, but we also have a horizontal support level which intersects with it, right? So look at the low of this wick right here. This was in January of 2022, so support right here. It also held a support right here as the candle body closed above it with this long wick. The buyer stepped in to defend a level on this particular week, but following that, we had this move to the downside, which brought us all the way down again to this upsloping level of support. But when the price came into contact with this horizontal support level, once again, it rejected off of it. And then right here, we did have a little bit of a difficulty breaking through it. And once we did, we came back to retest it as support for about a month and a half. So this particular level obviously has a lot of significance. Now, I've personally entered a long position on Ethereum here around where we are, actually a little bit below where we are. I did a quick scalp for 40%, which I posted on my Twitter, but I also have, just in case the price kind of comes back down to hover around this support level to retest it on a smaller time frame, I also have a few more limit buys around this region. Okay, but zooming out, there's really not that much need to panic based on where we are right now. Ideally, what I would like to see, considering that I'm making this video on Sunday evening, so we have an entire week to close this candle body back above this level, okay? So that would be ideal, because if we close a weekly candle below this level here at around 2,479, that's just going to mean that it's going to flip to a resistance, okay? So that's not going to be good. I would ideally like to see some buyers step in throughout the week, have a bullish week, and salvage this level here, again, 2,487 or so. Let's salvage this with a candle body close above. But as of right now, this critical level on Ethereum has held up. And yeah, I'm betting on it personally. I'm in some longs. All right, guys, hopefully you found this helpful. As you can see, very critical levels have hit. I'm glad we finally got this last flush, this last dump down to the levels that I've been eyeing for a long time. And hopefully from here in the coming weeks and months, we're able to get some bullish momentum and really start a bull market, okay? Now, if we break these levels on pretty much all the charts I've showed you, that's going to be terrible. But as of right now, let's not worry about the worst case scenario, and let's just have positive thoughts that these levels are going to hold, and we're going to finally kick off a bull market towards the end of 2024, as we normally do based on previous cycles, and into 2025. All right, guys, hopefully you found that helpful. Once again, if you want a place to trade this, head on over here, BloFin, no KYC, links in the pinned comment and description. If you want to pick up that airdrop, if you're using Telegram, make sure to do that. And yeah, if you're not subscribed, smash the subscribe button. And if you found this helpful, click the like button. It helps me in the algorithm. All right, guys, take care. Have a good day. Bye.